What deceptive plays can volleyball setters use? Imagine watching a volleyball game where the ball suddenly changes direction, catching everyone off guard. That's the power of deception in volleyball, especially when it comes from the setter. The setter is like the team's chess master, controlling the flow and making quick decisions. But sometimes, they use clever tricks to confuse the blockers and defenders, making it tougher for the opposing team to anticipate the attack. These moves relying on body language, timing, and hand positioning to keep the opponents guessing. One common deceptive move is the fake back set. The setter acts like they are going to set the ball to a player in the back row, but then quickly switches and sets to a front row hitter instead. This move requires precise timing and convincing body language, so the blockers think the ball is going one way, but it's actually going another. It's a great way to catch the defense off guard and open up scoring chances. Another trick is the reverse set. The setter turns their upper body as if preparing for a typical outside set, but then suddenly delivers a quick set to the opposite hitter. This quick change can disrupt the blockers, timing because they have already shifted their position based on the initial read. It's a smart way to create confusion and exploit gaps in the defense. The no-look set is also popular among skilled setters. They set the ball without directly looking at the target, relying on peripheral vision and knowing where their teammates are. This move surprises the blockers because they don't see the setter's eyes or body cues, making it harder for them to read the play. It's important for the setter and hitter to be well coordinated for this to work smoothly. For a flashier move, some setters use the behind-the-back set. This involves releasing the ball behind their back, which can look impressive and catch opponents off guard. It requires good flexibility and coordination, but when executed well, it can be a game changer. Another clever tactic is setting from a neutral position. The setter delays moving into the set position, keeping the blockers guessing about where the ball will go. By waiting until the last moment, the setter reduces the opponent's reaction time, making it harder for them to block effectively. Setting on the way down is also effective. Instead of setting the ball at the peak of a jump, the setter releases it while descending. This disrupts the blockers' timing because they expect the set to happen at the highest point, but now they have to adjust quickly. The setter dump is a sneaky move where the setter attacks the ball themselves instead of passing to a hitter. They push or tip the ball over the net on the second contact, mimicking a normal set until the last second when they swipe it over. This move catches the defense off guard because they are expecting a typical set, not an attack from the setter. Finally, setting against the flow involves the setter directing the ball in the opposite direction of the play's apparent movement. Since blockers often shift based on the pass, setting against the flow exploits their anticipation and creates openings for the attackers. Using these deceptive plays effectively requires practice and good communication with teammates. When executed well, they can make the opposing team hesitate or make mistakes, giving your team a better chance to score. The key is to keep the opponents guessing and to master the timing and body language that make these moves convincing. So remember, a clever setter isn't just about accurate sets, but also about outsmarting the defense with smart, sneaky plays.